trials champion. Let's make some noise for Jeff Aaron, guys. And we're gonna give Jeff a chance to get warmed up on his motorcycle here. Make sure the motorcycle's working all right. Get the engine up to operating temperature. Looks like he's getting some high fives as he's cruising around here. Now Jeff Aaron is riding his trials bike today. This is what he learned how to ride motorcycles on, and has gone up through the classes and won our national title. Jeff not only rides a trials bike, he has also been riding an enduro bike in a series called Enduro Cross. Now Enduro Cross is going to be going to the X Games this year, so keep an eye out for Jeff Aaron this summer in the X Games. Jeff's starting off with some basics, you know, huge wheelie. You can see sitting down on the rear as he's coming across the front side, using that rear brake, and right up to the end. Jeff likes to use every bit of space available, so you might want to watch your fingers and toes. Coming across the front side, warming up the front brake for you. Right down into the corner. A little bit of accuracy there. He's coming for you. Look out. Cruising around. Looks like Jeff is warmed up. Bringing him right up onto the center stage. Now, trials riding is all about control and balance. You guys can see Jeff is up on his motorcycle. He doesn't need to put his feet on the ground to keep his balance or anything. Just hanging out there. Now a trials bike, you can see it's a very small bike, very lightweight. It's only about 145 pounds. Now you look at that little tiny motor, it's actually a 300cc two-stroke. The gold side cases, they're actually magnesium. Header pipes, titanium, they want that bike as light as possible. It's got a 6-speed transmission that they crammed in the bottom end there. Sitting down on the rear end and right around in a circle on this trials bike. Now this motorcycle that you're looking at here is called a gas, and it's made in Spain and right out of the box. You just take it out of the box, put the wheels on, and that's exactly what you get. Trials riding. In competition, you never have a chance to sit down. You're not moving around the bike, so they don't even put seats on them. Jeff, nose wheeling. All right, Jeff, good and warmed up. Looks like he's checking out these obstacles down here. We have our ERE cylinders. Now, each one of these cylinders is about waist high. Jeff nose wheeling right down to a touch of the rear tire. Now Jeff is actually going to try to ride his motorcycle over top of this obstacle that we have. Now if you can imagine, if you were on your woods bike, cruising through the woods and you found a tree down in your way that was this big, it would be a major problem. Jeff doesn't seem to bother him too much right up on top, and he's bridging the gap on these first two cylinders. Now keeping his balance, there's no place to put his feet down. Now from a dead stop, he's got to try to jump that rear tire directly on top of the second cylinder. It's got to be perfectly accurate. No problem with that. Keeping his balance. And now he's standing on, he's got one more cylinder right in front of him. Just like that, and on the brakes right there, no problem. Jeff Aaron, tear it up for us here today at American. We want to thank American for having us out. We hope you guys enjoy yourself this week. We know we are. Jeff is checking out this first cylinder on the end this time, jumping the bike up on top, hopping at 90 degrees, and watch as he's moving these tires. He's moving them a couple inches at a time. He'll never look back at that rear tire because he always knows right where it is. So perfect balance, perfect accuracy. And look at this, right onto the last cylinder, turning all the way around on the rear tire. Give it up for him, guys. Grabbing a gear, right into a donut, scrubbing off some of that Dunlop tire. You know he doesn't pay for those tires. We want to thank Dunlop for that one. All right, Jeff. Check it out down here. We have our Red Bull Pyramid. Now this thing is straight up one side and right down the other. And you might notice there's not a whole lot of room on the other side of that. So now in trials riding, if there is an obstacle that you could ride your motorcycle over, in order to make it more difficult, they'll just give you less run at it. So Jeffy's going to bring the bike pretty close, actually. You can see he's only about, well, less than a bike length away from this obstacle, and he doesn't have hardly any room on the other side. Now, if he makes the top, he does not want to cartwheel up the other side. So let's put our hands together for Jeff Aaron. Let's make him get pumped up here for this big obstacle. On the gas, to the rear tire, wheeling off the backside. Now, if that wasn't difficult enough, Jeff is going to show you how close he can actually get to this. He is only a few inches away from this obstacle. Now, if you look at Jeff, you can tell he's tall, but he's actually about 6'4". And put this Red Bull Pyramid into perspective how big it is. So from a dead stop all the way up and over the top, let's see what he can do for us. On the gas, right up top, wheeling off the backside, and no problem. Not a place I would want to loop out personally. Sitting on the rear fender, getting some wheelies going for us. Now, we had Jeff riding over some different obstacles that we have here.